Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is my big board. I'm showing you the backside of it. I don't know why. These are just the things that I talk about on an everyday basis. Well, soon to be an everyday basis. It's coming summer, so I'm hoping to do a video, every day or every other day, depending upon what all happens during the day. And I'm not just gonna come on here and talk about some bull crap that no one cares about. But I do want to show you. This is gonna be in the next video. I'm gonna do the parts of the song that I want to have everybody see. But right there is gonna be the video. Right there is the group of what I'm thinking about doing for the Lyfe part. I have to have a title song, and I have all these songs written down. You got tips. You got Tips Up Here by Big Heat and Alien, and then you got Right Above It by Lil Wayne, Champion by Chris Brown and Chipmunk, and Where Them Girls At by I know who the one person is with it. It's Flo Rida and somebody else, I forget. Sorry. And then I got Juicy on the other side up here, obviously by Notorious B.I.G. 6 foot, 7 foot, the one by Lil Wayne, but the Corey Guns version, or the Corey Guns part at the end. It's one of the last verses. And then you got Written in the Stars by Timmy Tempa, and then finally you got Terminate by Lemonade Mouth. So there's the ones that I want to do. Lemonade Mouth is a movie on Disney Channel. Their songs are actually not that bad. I didn't watch the movie yet, but the songs are actually pretty good. And then today I'm going to do, for our part, I'm going to be doing a sports video there. That's later, but I'm going to do, obviously, the top one. This is the Real World Las Vegas. I just got done watching this past episode that just happened. Heather, Zito, Nani, Cook, and everything that's going on with that. These things right here are all going to be done on my sports video. Gene is a up-and-coming rapper that I kind of am the agent of, and have been helping him out. I'm going to rant about a little bit about YouTube and what's going on, and I'm actually part of what I want to talk about with Cam Newton going #1 in the draft is going to be in this video also. So obviously, let's start off with the top thing. Heather and Zito. Heather was dating Zito. They were really close and everything like that. And then they found out. Nani found out from Adam, who has been kicked out of the house. And Nani still wants to see him, even though he gets drunk and tries to beat people up. And has actually tried to hit her. But she wants to be with him, and he decided to stir up things in the house by telling Nani that that he did some digging on Zito, and found out that Zito was in this house with other guys, and they were naked, and it's possibly gay porn. So Nani decides to, why not tell Heather, just for the heck of it, to see what happens, and ends up getting into this huge fight. We end up finding out that Zito did do what Adam said. It wasn't gay porn. What it was all these straight people were put into a house together, and this dude basically took advantage of them, of these kids that just came out of high school, paying them all kinds of money and stuff like that. It never got to the point of gay porn or having sex with each other, but it got pretty far. And Heather thought that she should have been told this, and she got all angry because she promised that she would never, or that she said that she could never date a guy that was bi, or that ever did anything with a guy, because blah blah blah, all this bull crap. Just to say, I don't have anything against gay people. I mean, I'm not gay or bi myself, but I mean, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. It doesn't affect me unless they're trying to flaunt it in my face. I don't care. But then, what I think is funny is that then Heather turns around the next episode, or probably a week later, more than likely, and gets drunk and does stuff with Nani. Everybody thinks it's kissing, but Heather, still being drunk, tells Zito that they went farther than kissing. So it's kind of ironic, and it's really a mess up on her part. It's her fault. She should take the blame for it, but she's obviously not going to. And she basically is blaming it on Zito for bringing all this up and blah blah blah. So they're basically done. So Cook, who is new, who came in after Adam got kicked out, she's always had a crush on Zito. We all know that, even though she just slept with Zito's friend, who came down for, because every so often they have some of their friends come down to the city that they're in. So he had 3 of his friends and his brother come down. But Cook ends up getting with him and messing around a little bit, and they make out in the back of a cab and blah 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 and all this stuff. I don't know how far it went. I'll find out, I guess, next week. But everything like that's crazy. It's just a crazy world we live in. A lot of people just like to party, like to have sex, and I don't know. It's not good. Let's just put it that way. Next thing I'm going to talk about is Gene. His name is Genius. That's spelled Jeanius X, with an X at the end. His YouTube page is youtube.com/JeaniusXanter. I will put it somewhere right around there. But I wanted to talk to him about him because he's a fantastic new artist. You can call him a rapper, but he's really not. He's a lyrical. This is what this is his slogan. But he's a lyrical genius. He doesn't go for what everybody else goes for normally. Having sex, drinking, getting high. Chilling with your friends, shooting places up, stuff like that. Like a lot of the rappers do. He does more towards a lot of other things. He's a clean rapper. He doesn't swear in his raps, and his beats are fantastic. If you go to his YouTube, I run that site also, and he's got some new content up. Check him out. He performs mostly in the Hazleton, Wilkes-Barre area. In Pennsylvania, and he also every so often performs in New York City, or New York State, because that's where he was born. So I mean, definitely check that out. He's a fantastic artist, and he's up and coming. He's new, but he's up and coming. I guarantee it. Kind of like how Corey Guns ended up getting up. Next thing I want to talk about before I go on my YouTube rant for the end is Cam Newton going #1. The reason why I want to talk about this on here is because I think that it's a terrible choice for somebody to go #1 just because they win a Heisman Trophy in a place. I think that America goes a lot on raw talent nowadays, and a lot of people get burned for it. I mean, no one really ever talks about how John Wall turns the ball over every time he has the basketball, and can't run plays because he's not smart enough to remember them all. No offense, John Wall, you are fantastic and one of my favorite players out of that draft. But he doesn't remember all the plays, I don't think. I mean, it looks like that at least. But Cam Newton, I think he was a fantastic college quarterback. I think he'd be a good third down quarterback if we ever get into having third down quarterbacks. But I don't know if he has the raw, the raw brain. I mean, everybody talks about raw ability, so I'll just use that, the raw brain, to have success in the NFL, especially nowadays when NFL players get traded all the time. I think we, as America in general, needs to think of more on the lines of, what he does in this, or what people do in the spur of the moment, what they can do if they're under pressure, and if they're able to remember things that they need to do on everyday events. Keep saying things, I'm sorry. And I think that's why the sports have been so corrupted lately. But then the final thing I want to talk about is YouTube, and actually this is coming from why I actually did the Cam Newton thing first. I think that it's terrible what's going on with YouTube. I think that anybody can be popular on YouTube nowadays, except for the people that actually talk about things that are meaningful. I mean, there's so many guys out there, you know, between the ages of 19 and 22 that this is what they want to do in life. They want to broadcast, or they want to be on Sports Center or Sports Nation or CNN or CBS, like one of those kind of places, because they want to be on in front of a television camera talking about what they love. And they try doing it on here and they don't get hits. I mean, even me, I've got like what, 9 videos up now, and the most I get on any of my videos is the video that I put up with just music and pictures from when I went to Philadelphia. I mean, that's terrible. It's just really sad. You either have to be, I mean, with this generation that's just coming up now, and that's anybody born after 1993, somewhere around 1993. The only way that you ever get popular on YouTube is if you are playing 3 instruments and you're 14 years old and Ellen DeGeneres finds you, or you are a girl between the ages of like 8 and 16 that is either dancing around with a bikini on, or, you know, laying down your stomach with your feet up in the air. You know, that is terrible. I mean, I don't understand how people, you know, how girls can come on here and then think they're popular because they have, you know, 1,500 views on one of their videos because there's 7 of them, they're all wearing bikinis and they're all dancing around. I mean, there's a lot of pedophiles out in the world. There's a lot of people that are really just, you know, freaky people that just come on here and look at those kind of things, and these girls think it's okay. I mean, the computer has kind of become, it's went from being something fantastic like it used to be when I was younger, you know, and being helpful into making our careers better, to with this new generation, you know, all it is flaunt your body at the age of 13 years old and expect you not to, and then get pissed off when like a 30-some-year-old guy comes on and goes, "You guys are sexy." Well, I mean, is it really? Do I really even have to say it? Is it that not self-explanatory that you can't realize that, you know, if you're wearing basically bra and panties on your computer and you're 13 years old, there's a lot of sick, twisted people out there that will right away go to your YouTube page. I mean, I'm sure these people are friends together and they pass things around so that they can find things. I mean, it's not fun. You're not going to come out on top. Let's put it that way. And I think it's just terrible. I think YouTube needs to learn how to put some restrictions on their things. And you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to ban this, just because, you know, I'm trying to shoot down YouTube. But I'm not trying to shoot down YouTube. I mean, you look at some of these places like The Station, which is a comedy YouTube channel. Their stuff is fantastic, but they're getting outnumbered in views by, you know, a 12-year-old girl on the you know, like the Ali and Emma show, and who are, you know, dancing around in bikinis or going swimming or something, or, you know, showing their feet. This is terrible. This is what the world is coming to, and that is sad. And I think that we need to change that. I don't know, I'll probably get all kinds of dislikes from, you know, guys and stuff like that coming on YouTube just to look at that kind of stuff, and they find this video, or, you know, all this like bull crap. But you know what, guess what, I don't really care, because you know, like this is YouTube, and it's freedom of speech on YouTube. You say whatever you want to say and get away with it, basically. And that's kind of sad and kind of scary, even, that, you know, you can come on YouTube at the age of like 40-some years old and be a total pedophile, but you can't get in trouble with it, because, I mean, hey, it's freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want as long as you don't do it. And I think that that's a big flaw in the American society. You know, I'd say it on every video, tell me what you guys think, but you know, no one's going to watch my video because I'm not a 13-year-old girl. So, you know, it's cool. I'll keep making videos, and, you know, hopefully somebody will find me that actually wants to come on here for something other than looking at little girls. But that's my episode number 2 of the Life edition of Daily Sport and Life, and be back on in about a half an hour for my sport version. And thank you guys for watching.